Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, subscribing. Also, I would like to remind everybody that this is a general reading. It is a full moon reading, but it is still going to be general. For some of you, the whole thing will resonate. For others, only parts of it will. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You should be watching your sun or rising sign for the moon reading, okay? Either will work. Rising is the actual sign that should be used, but your zodiac sign, your sun sign, that will work as well. The key energies of this full moon in Capricorn on June 24th, depending on where you're living, it's going to be June 25th in Sydney. The key energies of this full moon are effort, healing, seeking, and completion. Now, the good news is this is not an eclipse moon, so the intensity drops down a little bit, and we're no longer going through the Saturn-Uranus clash that we were going through with the last one. So you can breathe a little bit easier, but make no mistake, we're still dealing with the aftermath of all of that went on from the previous new moon eclipse and full moon eclipse. The energy of those two can still, at this point in time, can still be a very tense time for us, especially if you don't look after yourself. So treat yourself this month, a candlelit bath or music, meditation. Just do the things you love to do, things that make you feel good, because that's what's going to help you move through this energy and come out the other side. Now, this full moon is in the sign of Capricorn, but it's straddling the opposite sign of Cancer, okay? So this axis is about work versus family. So use this full moon to think about how you're dealing with all of that in your life. Working mothers will always have guilt about not giving their kids or their partner the time that they deserve, or being decisive about getting home on time and missing out on opportunities at work because they're seen as too invested in their private life. This applies to working fathers too, absolutely, okay? So this month, it's kind of about trying to strike a better balance between those two. And the full moon, it's going to be bringing up a tug of war. And it's just there to force us working parents to deal with it. It's also a good week for hard work. And if you're signing off on a big work project, you're doing it at the perfect time, okay? Okay, so now getting into the Moonology cards, we've got full moon, surrender to the divine. It's all about letting go, surrendering to the process, moving forward in the flow. Don't fight it, don't buck it, just let it be. Oh, I forgot to light my candles. Now that's done. Okay, so we have the full moon here. And then, of course, we have the full moon in Capricorn. This is the end of a tough cycle. Yeah, no kidding. I had a really tough cycle. You all know about it. But I read your comments as well. And wow, there was a lot of you out there, especially Virgos, that went through the same kind of tough cycle that I went through. Some of you even mimicked it to the point where it was about your pet, just like it was for me. So that tells me that this is very divinely set up and planned, part of the blueprint, so to speak. But the lesson to be learned from that last full moon eclipse, this is what I got. This is the message, the information that I got. It was about, for those of you that were feeling like you weren't being heard, or you weren't being taken seriously, you weren't looked upon as though you fit in, that you had anything of value to say. It was about coming to the realization that it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. What matters is that you know what you need, you know what you want, you know what needs to be heard by you and those that you love that are very close to you. And that's all that matters. Even if no one hears you except for you, stand up for what you believe in, everybody, and move forward with it, regardless of what anyone else thinks or feels about what you're speaking or what your truth is. This is about you, not anyone or anything else. Okay, so that's the Moonology cards here. I want to get into now the separate zodiac readings, so let's get to it. Okay, Capricorn, we're going to start with you. This full moon in June, on the 24th of June, is in your first house. Now, your first house is all about focusing on you. You know, if you've been somebody that has been focusing on someone else, it's time for you to focus on yourself. Many of us are givers rather than takers, and that seems to be the easiest way for us to live. But at this point in time, this full moon begs you to take care of you, to look toward you, to do for you, to give to yourself. And remember to say yes when people offer help, because it's okay. It's okay to admit that you need help with something. You could also feel very emotional during this cycle, but a lot of the stuff, quote unquote, that's coming up really needs to be dealt with. So whatever it is, emotion-wise, that's popping up or bubbling up to the surface for you, you need to take a look at it, you need to deal with it, and you need to work through it if you want to move past it and get rid of it, okay? This is the time to do that. Okay, so let's get into your Moonology cards here. I'm going to pull 4 of these for you. This is Queen of the Moon Oracle. And I will be listing all the decks I'm using down below in the description box. Click on the title of this video. That'll drop that down for you. The link to your extended will be down there as well, okay? So, ooh, card number 16 breaks down to a 7. That is very divine. That is a divine number. Full moon. And that's what we're coming up on. That's what we're reading for. Power. Wow, Capricorn. I have a feeling, I just got to get this lined up for you. I have a feeling that this full moon is going to be very, very important for you in moving forward. Standing in your true, authentic self. Empowering yourself. Card number 19, which breaks down to a 10, which is endings. It also breaks down to a 1, which is all about new beginnings. And again, this is not a full moon, but it looks like she's holding a full moon here. It's the waning gibbous 3, and it's all about balance. And I will be getting into the timelines around these specific moons here. Card 27 breaks down to a 9. This is all about tying up those loose ends, getting yourself ready for the completion that is coming, okay? This is the waning crescent 4. It's all about releasing. So is a full moon. It's all about releasing, letting go. Okay, I don't know why. I might have to move this camera back a little bit so that I can shift these over here so you can still see them, but so I have room for the next card. Okay, card number 12 breaks down to a 3. This is all about your growth, your expansion, your evolution, spiritual growth. This is the waxing gibbous 3 moon. Now, take a look at that. You've got the waning gibbous. Isn't that a 3? Yeah, the waning gibbous 3. You've now got the waxing gibbous 3. Okay, I thought you had more here, but you don't. And this is all about boundaries. Yeah, that's kind of what this full moon is about for everybody too, when you think about it, especially you. It's about creating those boundaries around yourself, like she has done. She's in a bubble here. Nobody can get at you. This is a time to take care of you, Capricorn, not other people, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the timing of these cards now. Okay, so putting these in order then, you've got the full moon. So that is June 24th, right? The waning gibbous 3, that is June 27th. So that can remain there. And then we have the waning crescent 4. This is July 6th. And the waxing gibbous 3 is July 20th. So these basically are in order as to when they're going to affect you, okay? When the, the timeline of all of this. So the full moon brings you power. It's going to be very empowering for you. And we are going to draw other cards that are going to give us further information, but you're going to gain power, balance, a need to release something. Maybe what you're needing to release here is, how do I word this? A lot of us don't create the boundaries that we need to create because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. We don't want to anger people. We don't want to cause problems. We are very selfless. It's time to be all about you, Capricorn. That's what this full moon is about for you. It's about you, taking care of you, creating those boundaries regardless. Release the need to please other people. But let's see, we'll get, we're going to get some of the cards. We're going to get some Light Seers tarot cards here. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, and look at her. This is you, Capricorn. Look at how at ease and peaceful she looks. She's got her pentacle there. She's got her finances. She's got her independence. She's got her happiness. She looks very comfortable. This is on top of power and balance. Makes perfect sense when you see the look on her face. That's kind of what you would assume is going to happen right here with the power and the balance. This full moon coming in, and what did I say the third was? The 27th. So it's only 3 days after the full moon. So the 24th to the 27th of June is going to be creating this feeling within you. Balance, comfort, ease, peace. Oh, I can feel it. It feels absolutely amazing. And then on the balance and release, you've got the Queen of Swords. Perfect. She has no problem creating boundaries for herself. She cuts people out, cuts them off. Treat me right or you're gone. She is all about herself. She always comes across as the Ice Queen. But it's only because she puts herself first, and that is what you're being asked to do at this full moon, Capricorn. Release the need to put other people first. Find the balance and be all about you for a change. Create those boundaries. Cut out what doesn't need to sit in your world anymore. Or who? Wow, look at the people cards you've got here. King of Pentacles. You've got the King and Queen of Pentacles now. This is a power couple, and you've got the Power card here for the full moon. You could be coming into union with your eternal soulmate around the time of this full moon. Because here he is. He doesn't have to necessarily be a pentacle, which would be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but he is your match, and I find it very interesting that the two of you flank this Queen of Swords card here, the energy of the Queen of Swords. The two of you, maybe both of you, are having to work through this letting go of the need to please other people and please yourself. Maybe the two of you haven't come together yet because everybody else is saying, no, he or she isn't right for you. Let that go. This is about you. Oh, I think I see the problem with my camera here. There, yes, that was the problem. Anyway, now the King of Pentacles sits on the release and the boundaries. When you can release the need to please other people or to do what other people think you need to do and create the boundaries that are right for you, you climb up into the status of the king. You've got one step. You know, other than this being a power couple here, this is about you also rising up. This is your last step, releasing what it is you need to release and setting up boundaries. That is going to place you in a status of everything you touch turns to gold. Not only that, you have your person coming in here. Okay, now we're going to get Gaia Oracle cards for you. I feel like for some of you, oh, well, that was a weird cut, but I feel like for some of you, this here is representing the end of a tough cycle. Because I'm looking at the two of you. Look at the king and queen. They're facing away from each other. Now, if it had come out like this, you're looking at each other. It's time to move forward toward each other. But you're still in a place, the two of you, with your backs kind of turned to each other. And that's because you need to go through this growth. And I feel like they may have to as well. Learn to set up boundaries and release the need to please others. You have card number 4. That's all about stability. Your foundation, building a new foundation that you can, that's solid and stable, that you can build on and not have it come crashing down around you. The card is the dream. Something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. Now this sits on the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Something is about to be revealed to you. You're going to have major insight. And, you know, again, I'm taken back to the last full moon, the eclipse. That was huge for everybody. It was intense beyond. But what it did is it took away what was no longer necessary for a lot of people. And just taking that away lifted something off of you and allows you to see now. It's like the veil has been lifted and you can now see exactly what you need to see. Cut out what you need to cut out. Card number 2, it's all about duality, partnerships, relationships, moonlight goddess, repressed emotions, healing and reflection. Yes, like we talked about earlier, it's things bubbling up to the surface so that you can work through them and release them. And you've got the release card right here. This sits right underneath it, on top of the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Releasing in order to move forward is going to allow you to heal and climb to the status of King of Pentacles. Not that you're a male or you're a masculine, just that is the highest pentacle, right? There's nothing higher than the king. This is you reaching the top of that mountain. Got to build boundaries. Okay, now we're going to get, no? Oh, okay. We're going to get an Island Time Wellness card for you. Spirit wants this. I guess we'll soon find out why. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. This would relate, again, to the Queen of Swords. And it sits right underneath the Queen of Swords. And it's touching the dream and the Moonlight Goddess. And the dream is all about something being revealed, insight, receiving what you need in order to progress forward. Arriving. King of Pentacles. That is arriving. You're rising up and you are arriving at that pinnacle of your growth. A pinnacle, not the only one. I mean, you're still going to grow from there. But the reason I feel like the two of you are looking away from each other could be that there's closure issues between you. You may have been in a relationship with this person before or wanted to be and it didn't take place. Something happened there and there's really no closure. But I don't feel like there's meant to be. It's the King and Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you are a power couple, like you are meant to come together and be together. It's just that there was closure issues around the ending, which is what's keeping you apart. Okay. Now we're getting, okay, heal yourself. Okay, too many cards. Looks like my moon died again. Time to recharge. Okay, so you have card number 16, which breaks down to a 7. Again, a divine number. You are being divinely guided here, Capricorn. Absolutely. Inner child. Some of you have issues around your inner child, your childhood, traumas. Two messages coming through here. Some of you have, like I said, childhood traumas, and it's about healing your inner child so that you can move forward. Others of you, though, Spirit wants you to have fun. Release that inner child. Let that inner child out and have some fun. Laugh. Enjoy life. Do the things you want to do. Perfect. Card 24 breaks down to a 6. It's all about love, and it is a self-love. Absolutely, this is about taking care of you right now, Capricorn. Self-love. Take care of you. Do the things you want to do. Treat yourself. Go for a massage. You know? Okay. Now we're going to get a Whispers of Love card. Again, another perfect card. Thank you, angels. Card 42 breaks down to a 6. Again, it's about love and self-love. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Capricorn, take a break. Take care of you. It's about nurturing. It's about nutrition. It's about eating well, exercising, taking it easy, doing what you love doing, being happy within the moment, being in the moment, not trying to please everyone else. Please yourself. Create those boundaries so that you don't have to deal with those nasties. Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Oh boy. This is your twin flame soulmate. There I said, power couple, your eternal soulmate. This is your twin flame. This is what you're working on. You are working on coming together with your twin. So you need to take a break. You need to just relax. Let the universe work its magic. Get out of the way. Surrender to the divine, right? Because the end of a tough cycle is approaching. Universe is taking care of that for you. Now we're going to get Synchronicity Oracle card. Oh, your angels are by your side. Number 333. When I created this deck, I did so because I had been seeing a bunch of different numbers randomly, but frequently, and I wanted to know what they meant. So I asked my guides, and whatever they gave me is what's on these cards, okay? And about half the deck is numbered. But if you see 333 from this point forward, know that it's just your angels saying they're by your side, they're helping you, they're working on things for you. Okay, let's get a Soul's Journey card for you. Okay, there's one. See if Spirit wants another one for you. I'm just going to go through the motions. Oh boy, another weird cut. Okay. Oh my God, it's perfect. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I've had this deck for I don't know how long, months, and I have yet to have this card come out. You're the first one to see it, besides me. Your reading here is all about love. Do we need this one, Spirit? Yes. Okay, you get two. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. That might only be for one or two or a small handful of people, but Spirit wanted it to be seen, so there it is. Okay, I am going to put it back in the deck, though. Okay, wow, Capricorn. This is a pretty awesome reading. Okay, so I am going to ask your guides and Spirit what it is specifically that you can and need to do to move through this and get to your eternal soulmate, twin flame. We're going to do that in the extended. Like I said, the link is below. Click on the title to this video. It'll drop down my description box. The link is there. All the decks are listed there. Those of you that are going over, I will see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.